Okay, so we were looking at this is the weekly draw. I am looking at that high, and now this CB would act as inversion because we are trading above it now. Okay, that's the draw we are looking at on the weekly. Okay, now we are trading inside this gap right there. That's the Sunday opening price. Let's mark that out. That is the Sunday opening price. Excuse me. That's the Sunday's opening price right there. Yes, that is the Sunday opening price, and let's just mark this. That's the Sunday imbalance. Okay, let me just extend that towards right. Yes, so that's the Sunday imbalance. Let me remove this now. This is last Friday's wick. We have graded that, so now I'm just removing it. Okay, that's the Sunday imbalance. That's the Sunday opening price. And now let us mark the midnight opening price. That's the 12 a.m. So let's mark that. That's the Monday's midnight opening price. That we have went inside this PC. Okay, we have went inside this PC from non-farm payroll on the Friday. We have taken that sell side, and now we have turned bullish. That's the 7 a.m. That's where New York morning session starts, and that's the pre-market session. I have marked that out between 7 to 9:30. Okay, now let's see. We have went inside this BC now, and now I am expecting higher prices. This is also the buy side, minor buy side. That's the buy side liquidity, and That's the major on the higher time frame, that's the draw. But this is the minor buy side, which is also the previous day high. Right there, we got minus -2 extension right there. Let's see. That's a minor stop out. We went inside this. We see. I'm trying to take a long here. That's a very bad fill I've got. Let's see. I was trying to buy it below that opening price, that Sunday opening price, but got it slightly higher. But let's see now. That's the BC. and currently we are also inside this macro, which is 750 to 810. We are inside this macro. Now I'm expecting price should break this gap completely on the upside and then come down, treat it as support and move higher. Let's see. Now these down close candles should support the price higher. Look at that. One is to one is done. This is the inefficiency from the Friday. Is reacting of that. This is the inefficiency. That's the 5-minute buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and my stop loss is right at the midpoint of that. Let's see how this looks on 15-minute. 15-minute also looks like this gap. They should not come down to fill it. That's what I'm looking at. And we have taken this minor buy side right over there, and this is still left. But let's see. Look at this, how bodies are closing right at the high of that 5-minute BC. Okay, right at right there, and people will say it is buying and selling pressure. Now retail is trying to go short looking at this type of candles. They are thinking that as a resistance. This gap should get broken completely on the upside. Then that gap would act as I told you, this down close candle should support the prices higher, and it looks like it is doing that. But this inefficiency from Friday is trying to hold the price lower. Let's check S&P for once. Excuse me. After giving us 1:1, then now it is moving against us. But let's see. Yes, it is coming down to take these individuals out. But let's see how it reacts from this 5-minute busy high. Is react price is staying inside this BC and this CB. Okay, it is staying inside this. I was expecting it to break and close higher, but it didn't do that. It can come down, bump my SL, and then again it can move higher. But this down close candle coupled with this gap is a strong area for buying, I think. Let's see, we have already taken just 6 point SL. Okay, RSL got hit, but we got 1:1. Then is going to go and take the individuals out, I think. Now this should act as inversion. Price should roll down if it wants to take us out. That should act as a block. Look at that. Now I'm looking that if it has the potential to break above this gap right there. Because now we have taken minor sell side right there, and now if this gap gets completely crushed on the upside, then that would act as inversion fair value gap. I'm expecting this gap to act as inversion. Yeah, look at that. Now any dip down below, yes, look at that, it came down, touch it right there. That is the SL I'm planning for. That is the SL, 7 points right there. Now price should not come below the 50% of this level on the closing basis. Yeah, that's the entry. came down, took it again. Let's see, bodies are staying inside this gap. This is acting as a shorter block. It just let's wait it out, man. They have I was planning to enter with small SL, but they are just pumping it, so let's wait. Looks like up close candles are supporting the prices lower. Just grade this Sunday's imbalance. Look at that, how that yesterday's inefficiency, Friday's, that inefficiency right there, price is reacting off of that. But that doesn't change my objective that we are looking for higher prices. Let's see, but it can come down and take few of the individuals out and then we can move higher. So yes, I was planning to grade this efficiency to the grading and then extend right. So I have just graded this inefficiency. That's the upper quadrant, that's the midpoint, that's the lower quadrant, that's the low, and that is the high. So okay, we have broken this. Now this gap is acting as inversion. Look at that, we have broken that gap, came higher. I was looking for higher prices but didn't support it at that time. Now we are moving lower. Yes, we have broken the upper quadrant of that Sunday imbalance. Okay, so now as we were discussing, we have finally bumped into this sell side liquidity. the low is 760. Here the low 760.9. Look how price is reacting off of that upper quadrant of that Sunday imbalance. Yes, now we are trying to break this. Let's see. I think they will not give me the good fill today. I entered when the price was here. Okay, now retail is confident that all this will act as supply or whatever. But we are now trading below the Sunday's opening. We have taken down these levels. Now it should break above this. That's what I'm looking at. It should not stay inside that. It should break this high. This gap should not fill in now. This should remain open. Okay, so now this gap is acting as the inversion fair value gap. Yes, and these are relative equal highs, and this is our objective that we are looking for. Okay, and we have done that institutional order flow entry till on the 45 minutes. Let's look at 30. I think yes, we went inside this gap. But that this should act as bullish order block. I told you went down, but bodies stayed inside it. Now it is supporting the prices higher. Again 1:1 is done. We reached 6 points, 8 points. So 1:1 is done. So currently we went up 10 points from our entry. 1 point equals 4 ticks. So 40 ticks. I want to see a break above this gap, this CB is reacting of that. I want it to break it now, and that's the CB. That I will need to break higher now. Five more minutes to go for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. Needs to break all this. Can come into this, but it should then immediately move higher. Now let's see a break above this and then higher, but it should now break this level and should close above. Let's see 2 more minutes to go for the 8:30 opening. At 8:30 we can get some kind of momentum. Look at that, it didn't break that, it came inside it, and now it should act immediately on the upside. It should now go below this, the midpoint of this gap. Yes, now it should react on the upside. Yes, now it should react the upside. That's the 8:30 opening. This 15-minute candle went to the midpoint of that gap and closed there. This is the new 15-minute. Check out 5. This now it should react on the upside. Let's see a break above this midpoint of that gap. Down close candle supporting the prices higher. Again it should break it, come down, take it at support and then move higher. That's the Sunday opening price. Yes, we went inside this gap. Now let's take all of these people are out, those who are short. I'm just trying to measure the optimal trade entry range. Yes, we have got below the discount of this leg, and this gap right there. If it's anyway come down here, then it should immediately react on the upside. I was talking about this gap right there. That's just enticing retailer to go short. But this should get broken with a quick and sudden move. Otherwise, it will gonna consolidate and frustrate